Spitting in Hollywood is one of those life goals I finally checked off. I totally get why a lot of people are annoyed with artificial intelligence videos. In fact, there's a whole trend called AI slop, which basically calls out the soulless generic content churned out by machines. And look, if you're one of those people who thinks AI is only that, then this video definitely isn't for you. This video is here to let you know that the war has begun. But make no mistake, this isn't a fight against another YouTuber or indie creators trying to get a project off the ground. This isn't even a battle against a small production house. This is a clash of titans. And heads up, I don't want any confusion here. This isn't a battle over copyright. It's a war for the control of creativity and true creative freedom. The major Hollywood studios are demanding that AI stop using their images and characters, but deep down, what they're actually terrified of is technology allowing people to do things 10 times better than they ever could with their inflated budgets. This is pure poetic justice. Hollywood is terrified that the world will find out their 100-year monopoly is falling to pieces. The emperor has no clothes, and technology just flipped the switch on freedom. We're finally realizing that we don't need them. But how long will it take for us to realize we don't even need their characters or their ancient, obsolete laws? This video is epic, guys, mega epic. We're going to analyze how individual talent, supercharged by AI, is exposing an industry that gave up on innovation just to focus on shoving progressive ideological agendas down our throats. We're talking about an industry that has spent years trampling independent creativity and now is shaking in its boots at the power AI gives to individuals. And look, I'm saying this as one of those creators who's been stepped on and unfairly trashed by the Hollywood machine. But it's not just about me, it's about every creator worldwide who's in my shoes or worse. That's exactly why, over 2 years ago, when I was analyzing why there were so many Jaegers without stories, I made a prediction. I knew we'd hit this breaking point, even if I didn't imagine technology would move at this brutal speed. Today, that future I predicted is here. We are at the exact moment where the wall comes down and elite production tools are just one click away. We don't need to ask for permission to build worlds anymore. Creative sovereignty is back in our hands, and Hollywood simply doesn't know how to stop the tsunami heading their way.
You know what hurts them the most? That AI has stripped away the big lie of their budgets. They've tried to play us for fools, claiming an epic movie needs $300 million to exist. That's a lie. That money doesn't end up on the screen, it ends up feeding an endless bureaucracy, paying for luxury mansions and maintaining an elite lifestyle for a cast that thinks they own our imagination. Today, an indie creator with a good graphics card and a trained AI can produce visuals that put multi-year studio productions to shame. What Hollywood has isn't superior talent, it's a fat checkbook that means nothing now that AI efficiency is in play. The business of inflating costs to justify their existence is over. Pay attention to this. Hollywood isn't using copyright to protect art anymore. They're using it as a panic button to ban things. They aren't interested in creating anything new or exciting. Their only goal now is to stop you from doing it better than them. They've become the dog in the manger. They won't eat, and they won't let anyone else eat either. They'd rather bury a franchise and let it die in obscurity than let collective intelligence and indie creators improve it. They aren't defending intellectual property, they're defending their right to be the only ones telling us what we're allowed to dream. They are terrified that a fan with the right tools will tell a story with more heart and coherence than their marketing committee scripts ever could. Over 2 years ago, when I told you about those Jaegers without stories, a lot of people thought I was crazy. But I already saw the cracks in the wall. I understood that technology was going to reach this level of transformative nature, where it's no longer just copying, it's learning and evolving. Back then, AI was just babbling, but today it's a titan running at a brutal pace. It's poetic justice. The very same studios that have trashed small creators, the ones who ignored and looked down on us, now have to sit back and watch technology give us the firepower they always denied us. My prediction didn't fail, it just accelerated. The wall isn't just cracking anymore, it's collapsing on top of them. And here is the final blow. The problem isn't just that we're doing their characters better, it's that we're one step away from not needing them at all. Why would we want their exhausted franchises filled with ideological messaging that nobody asked for?
Creative sovereignty means we can now invent our own worlds and our own mythologies without asking permission from a Hollywood executive who has no clue what the audience actually wants. Their intellectual property laws are obsolete because they were written for a world of scarcity, and today we live in the era of creative abundance. AI isn't a plagiarism tool, it's the master key that lets us bypass their walled garden and build our own continent. Folks, the monopoly is over. Hollywood can keep crying in court, they can try to get social media to block us, and they can invent 1,000 labels like AI Slop to try and discredit us. But they missed something fundamental. AI didn't just give us tools, it fused us all into a single front. It's no longer just one megacorporation against a studio. Now it's Hollywood against the people, against an audience that has been punishing them for years for trying to force-feed us their ideologies. People are tired of seeing their favorite stories used to push progressive agendas and seeing iconic characters ruined by a bias nobody asked for. And let's call it like it is, their hypocrisy is absolute. They are experts at race-swapping white characters for the sake of an agenda, but when have you ever seen them do the opposite? You'll never see a movie about US slavery starring a white actor, because that doesn't fit their narrative. That double standard, that constant manipulation of our culture, is what finally sealed their fate. Hollywood lost the power to control what we think and what we watch, and that's a power they're never getting back. We aren't the little guys asking for permission anymore. We are the new architects of entertainment, and we don't need their approval to build dreams. Creativity is finally free, and they've been left alone in their glass tower, watching as the tsunami of creative freedom wipes them off the map. The war has begun, and victory is already ours. I am Cyber, and this is Alien Legacy, so I'll see you in the next video.
John, I need your help. Who are you? And why do you look like me? Are you here to kill me for the high table? No, John. It's far more complicated than that. Whoever you are, I don't believe you. John, just hear me out. We don't have much time. Stand down, John. I don't want to fight you.